Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video is another Knighthood boss, another Hell Knighthood boss, another 9,000 points. Should be quite easy this week. So it says no giants, no unknowns, and it wants us to use goddesses to get the final blow. So we're running a mono goddess team. I think it's the same team as last week. We've got Dark Mael, Meliliz, Aqua, and then Red Sorrel as well, with the card set being the basic stat boost card set. If you don't have Meliliz, Queen Liz will do. If you don't have Red Sorrel, Green Elate will do. Mael, you can use Light Mael. Aqua, you can use even Red Tarmiel if you really need to, or even Margaret. LR Margaret will do wonders. Anyway, this should be quite easy. We're not going to run food because it does say you get a few additional points if you don't run food, so we're not going to run food. But this boss should hopefully be quite easy because the same one, I think it does change in the next either 2 or 3 weeks, sadly. But you know, at least this boss has come around, because this boss is, in my opinion, the easiest by quite a mile. This one does have inflated stats, so we are going to sort of... I don't mind putting up a Sorrel Taunt. I don't think Sorrel's really going to do too much damage. I gave these two attack crit, just to maximise their damage. Aqua's running HP defense, and then so is Sorrel as well. There we go. He can remove buffs, which is a tiny bit scary, just a tiny bit. Like that. There you go, sorry, nice damage. As long as Mael doesn't take any damage, Mael will get the damage boost from Red Sorrel's passive. There we go, we actually got the damage boost. We'll cleanse up. I think I shield up here, because how much health has it got? It's got a lot of health still. Okay, I don't mind shielding up here. So shield up. Play both of these. I don't worry about the corrosion on Sorrel. It's not that big of an issue. Aqua's damage going to be quite good, maybe? 600k. Is this a demon? If not, that's really good damage. Thank you, Sorrel. Mael, maybe? There we go, perfect. That is what I was looking for, was that last bit of additional damage we needed to kill. Aqua really surprised me there with that damage. Is this thing a demon? That would make sense if it is. It is. Okay, that explains why Aqua did so much damage to it. Which is actually really cool to see, that it works in PvE, because there aren't many places in PvE where they have demons. Well, none that I can actually think of other than this, really. And of course, the demons themselves, but I don't think you'd really ever use Aqua for the demons that we have in the game. There we go, and then we need to do... I think 2.5 million damage. There you go, there's 2.5 million. And there it is. That's the reason why I saved the Meliliz shield, is so I can guarantee get the buff for the second phase, and then just one-shot it without really having to worry about anything. And that should be 9,000 points. So there you go, there's 17,500 points. It's not hard. We did split Old Gauge twice, that one was by accident. It's 2 million damage, we didn't do that one. We did basically all the ones that are like super simple, you can do really without thinking. Because some of the bosses aren't hard to get points, but others can be a little bit more tricky, which use the same team. The bosses are extremely weak now because the only inflated stat boost one, the only inflated stats one is the Hell variation. Ever since they did the Canopus, they buffed all the old ones Hell difficulty, but none of the others, which is fair enough, to be honest. These other weak ones are extremely weak in comparison. We'll just play these two. I can taunt up. Not taunt up. I can do this. I'll play the Aqua's go. I wonder how much damage she's going to do just straight away. She might be able to one-shot it. I'll be really impressed if she can. She can. Like I said, I'm impressed. I know it's a demon. She does, like, what's it, like 200% more damage to demons? But it's cool to see. I like it. And then I'm pretty sure we can just one-tap here with Meliliz because we've got buff and we've got Sorrel buff. It's not surviving this. There we go. 5 million. They're still really good. I still really like Meliliz. I just think they're a little bit too reliant on their buff sometimes. Which is why there's certain pieces of content that I wouldn't really use them for. Here we go. This should hopefully be the final one. Because we need, what's it, 1,400 points. And I think the minimum you get per difficulty is 2,000, so this should be the final one. Because what they did is they made it so as long as you can complete the final, the lower 3 difficulties, as long as you can complete them, you'll get enough points to reach the 6,000 points, which I thought was pretty cool. It just means that you don't really have to worry about the points on the lower difficulties, which is handy for newer players who may struggle with them a little bit. You know, I don't think anyone's really going to struggle with this one, but like Canopus or any of the ones that may have a slight gimmick to them, or the one with the swords, I forgot the name of it, but that one can be slightly irritating, especially if you don't have the right teams built or the right races, because you can't use demons, you can't use goddesses, and you can't use humans, which are like all pretty common races to use. But anyway, there is 17,000 points and there is 7,000 points, so we smashed the 6,000 and 9,000 marker. Thank you for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.